Okay. So, fun fact. If you leave your menu on for a little while on the screen and just kind of do nothing, eventually, the character portraits are just going to do their idle animation. Poor Sanae. She looks so fucking upset that you didn't, you went off to AFK. Hey folks, Seraph here. And if you come back to the Scarlet Devil Mansion after completing it, you will come and find out that, notice that, a certain vampire is really angry that she couldn't go. She'll be perpetually molding until then. I'll be waiting for good news about their punishment. Yeah, Remilia will be here, she'll be angry, and she'll be perpetually molding until, well, who knows when. But hey folks, Seraph here, and we'll come back to more, Touhou Souzinengi V. I almost said Yo-Yo Kengeki Musou. God dang it. Well, looks like AQ doesn't say anything. So, well, I'm pretty sure this is Korindo right here, and we can't go in. Alright, there's nowhere else for us to go. Pardon me for a minute. Okay. I'll have to edit that out. That was just me clearing my throat. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing for this, unfortunately. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'm fine. Getting better. We've arrived at the Forest of Magic, Lady Patchouli. Is this where the culprit in question is hiding? That's correct. Rather, as much as I'd like it to be correct, it's merely a possibility. Oh yes, plausible deniability so people don't point the blame back at you. After all, I have yet to really investigate the mist all that much. Yeah. Why is that? I mean, I had no intention of even leaving the Scarlet Devil Mansion in the first place. I had intended to leave all this to the Hakare Shrine Maiden. The mindset of that mindset is awfully reliant on others, isn't it? Patchouli is dang it. Patchouli's a real hardcore shut-in. Forest of Magic, huh? It feels like it feels like I'm going home. No resolve in an incident. Doesn't really get me pumped up. Well, I want to resolve this already so I can go home. Another reason we're hurrying to apprehend Alice. But it's not like we know she's really the culprit yet, right? That's irrelevant. Any and everyone suspicious gets exterminated. That's such a Reimu thing to say. We too met with the same fate. Oh, come to think about it, that's Korindo over there. Yep, so we're now introduced to Korindo. Korin's got all sorts of rare stuff. He started doing this synthesis thing. Maybe we should grab some items there, Reimu? Good idea. We might stop by if the need arises. But for now, let's hurry ahead and to the goal in front of us. Come on, everyone. Hey, yep. Now, if we run back out, we can go into Korindo, but for the sake of, well, saving on a bit of time, let's just do some exploring for now. I'll go over that later. Now, a thing to note about our new party members, well, the thing about them, when you get new party members, they tend to start at a low level, so you kind of will have to regrind them up. Although, on the bright side, whatever augmentation PowerPoints you may have gotten since then, they will have picked up some along the way. Well, whatever your party was at that particular time. So as you can see, Sakuya here, as I leveled Sakuya, Nitori, Hachi at the same time, they're at 15 points, whereas everybody else in my party was 13 points. Because, well, I left them out of the party so I could sync up their levels. I'm not too concerned about syncing up PowerPoints. That's gonna raise no matter what, due to the leveling. I just wanted to sync levels. So, well, here's our shortcut pad. But there's not a whole lot of we can do about that right now. So let's just get this exploring out of the way, huh? You know, that fairy over there looks suspiciously like Yuka. I'm just gonna say it. Looking suspiciously like Yuka. You can't convince me otherwise. Also to note, for those of you who may or may not have noticed, Sakuya is essentially your strength-based warrior character in your party. So, a lot of her damage is going to be primarily physical. We'll get Marisa to do a magic missile here. Sanae and everybody else just go for hits, and we're good. Double? Double? Ah, no double. But yeah. So, that's that. Sakuya's just basically think of her as your warrior type. She's the physical damage dealer. I really want to use some MP, but I know I need to conserve a little bit anyway. But here I am being stingy anyways. I mean, look at how much MP I have, and I'm like, yo, I need to conserve. This is how you know you're a paranoid, stingy type when playing RPGs. Yes, I am that type that decides, no, I'm gonna go ahead and save all these consumables because do I really need to use them, especially ethers? Yeah, I'm that brand. If I can do it in the cheapest way possible, I will. Or at least consider it. And that's kind of what's going on here. Thankfully, a lot of these mobs are not too worrisome at the moment. So, I don't feel too inclined to use any skills against these. We can just casually go for the... Ooh! The crits! Can I preface this by saying, I'm saying that from a mostly non-biased standpoint. Mostly. Granted, those plants are weak to, flash damage anyway. That's a Shanghai doll. I think that's going forward? Yep, that's going forward. Nope, we don't want to go there yet. Yeah. Okay, look, I'm biased in the sense that Sakuya is my favorite Touhou character within the series as a whole. But, as far as her damage goes for physical damage, she hits really bloody hard. So, something to bear in mind. Something to bear in mind. These are unfortunately very poorly spaced. So I can't AoE them. Oh well, whatever. We'll just get our bestiary going and not pay any attention to this. Let's see, if we just go with... How hard is this one gonna hit, actually? That is topple, but I don't think any of them cast anything, so there's no need for me to do that. I kinda wanna hit them all. Because... I don't think it's a good idea for me to take too many turns worth of hits from that. No, it's not really that big of a deal, is it? We'll just punch as many of them as we can and call it good. Never mind, Sake took care of it herself. And that's in spite of the poison. She's very tanky and she's very... Those physical damages that she can dish out are very sexy. Okay, now that came from a point of bias. I'll admit, that part came from a point of bias. I'll give you that one. I am kind of a simp for Sakuya, so... This only makes me happy. Ooh, X. Okay. Double? Double? Can I have the double? Don't even need it. We're gonna need that eventually. Some of these materials that the enemies are dropping are going to be needed for making, equipment for different characters. So, get used to the fact that you're probably going to end up needing to grind for materials, essentially. And by you, I mean me. Mostly me. Unless you've already played this game before. And in which case, if you have played this game before and you're watching me stumble about right now, don't tell me, alright? I want to I want to mostly, you know, experience it as blind as I possibly can, anyway. And I'm sure I'll get there eventually. Well, nobody's casting, so that doesn't really matter, now does it? Oof. That is weak to ice, I believe. Can I? I'm not sure. Let's double check that. Usually Sakuya hits hard, so we'll see for sure if it's resistant to physical. Yep, weak to ice. Well, resistant to physical probably, but Sakuya still double tap that anyway. Because one of her augmentations for Sakuya, under two-handed swords right here, under number 3, regular attacks, so your regular auto attacks, may trigger twice. So, you know, even without what's the word I'm looking for? Even without MP, Sakuya is still going to hurt. If it's not resistant to physical, it's going to cry from her damage. Also, how ironic that you know, she, for some reason, in this depiction, is using a two-handed sword, but she's also making a lot of Dio poses as well, or sorry, JoJo poses. Like right here, if you look at Sakuya's idol pose here. We're leaning in on the fandom, you know, JoJo references. This one's not too bad. So for a lot of these segments and dungeons, I'm going to try to get to, ideally, the halfway point in any one given episode. Oh, look where we are. This is Marisa's place. Does anybody say anything here? No? No? Really? Damn. I was hoping we could just walk into Marisa's place. Okay, alright. We can't go in and raid, we can't go in and raid Marisa's unmentionables drawer. Fine, okay. I'll give you that. Hopefully... Oh, also, small apology for the last video, but I couldn't help but notice in my editing that, ooh, everybody fell asleep. Ooh, there we go. This is what I was afraid of. So remember that thing I said about the game not screwing around? Yeah, this is one such example. Can we just double slash that one out? I have to stall the situation out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Well, we don't need to worry about that anymore, at least. We don't need to worry about that problem. Now we just need to get rid of the very, very physically tanky turtle. And there we go. Thankfully, at least, as you can see, in spite of that, your augmentations and your stat distributions as a result of it will also, you know, make things either a little bit easier or a little bit harder. As for a lot of these skill trees, I tend to try to make sure I put points into whichever tree that gives general stats, specifically anything that gives HP. So as you can see, it's concentration for Reimu that gives some HP. Marisa's, it's... let me see. Do any of these give HP? No. Marisa's squishy. But most of the trees give MP at least. What about Sanae? Sanae would be Faith. Sakuya's would be Made Knowledge. And I believe, yeah, there we go. Tengu status for Aya. You get the idea. So the different things that they improve, ideally you want at least a little bit of distribution in the defensive stats department. For obvious reasons. You could do it without it anyway. It's just a good idea, that's all. Okay. Can I dodge this one? Can I dodge this one? There we go. Damn it. you have no choice but to wait for the animation to finish when you're cutting down those grasses. Anyway. This one's not so bad. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. We're fine. Yeah, but you notice this grass over here. When I get close to one, there's that animation. You're forced to deal with that. Like, it'll stop you in place for you to actually just force to see that animation. I can't just... Nope. Can't just grab it. Okay. I want to speed this up a little bit, so how about that? And we'll go for a double hit, hopefully. Yep. That should speed it up. Just a bit. Ah, goodness, where was I? Before that situation, I know I was talking about something, but then I just kind of went one brain celled and forgot. As is usual with me. Some pieces of equipment, we'll go over that another time. I'm not too concerned. Not too concerned. This is just a offset area. Oh yeah, but oops. Another Shanghai. Is this the way forward, or is this an alternate way? I feel like that was the Shanghai we needed to go left and progress that way. So this should be an off branch, I think. If my memory serves, this is an off branch. Like I said in the previous episode, it's right around here where my memory starts to really go complete and utter old man. Oh, okay, we managed to get this far so far without losing too much stats or needing to use too much in the way of cheeky strategies. Okay. Right, I think the progression area was that way. Yep. I think this is a side area, so more equipment. We'll go over this another time. Right now I'm just still using... I'm pretty sure I'm still just using basic ass equipment, aren't I? Yeah. Mostly basic ass equipment, some from the previous dungeon. And you can kind of see how, as long as you're well aware of the game's mechanics and how it operates, it's not too bad. Air quotes, air quotes, air quotes. In parentheses, to some minor degree. Oh, fuck me sideways. That's too big of a group. Hold on. Nerp, 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 nerp. Not having it. Nerp. Don't even try me. I'm just not screwing with this. I do want to scan, but I won't. So, Rainbow, do your job. Rainbow, do your job. Okay, that's a little more digestible. And this is why we keep the Shrine Maiden around. In case shit hits the fan. Or I see a formation I really don't want to deal with. Granted, I'm sure we could have gone by just fine without having to do that, but, you know, you can't be too sure with games like this. That one's new, so we'll leave this battle in as well. I don't remember what those two in the back line do. It's hazy off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure there's something they do that you really don't want happening, but... we'll find out when we find out, I guess. We'll find out if they actually do anything I really don't want happening. Well, not this time. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Ah! Cute. Do that, get the receive in. Just one singular enemy, so this is not a big deal. Mostly. As long as we finish her off before she finishes us, we're fine. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Oh, I'm almost missing that. Can I just... You come here. Okay. Okay, well, that's more for my bestiary, I guess. Is there... Yep, okay. Yeah, they're close enough. For good measure, though. For good measure, let's just not screw with that, huh? Rainbow, do your job. There we go. And we got a Dispel Talisman. A little bit of support from Rainbow. A stronger fire attack. Defense, and blind for Aya. Aya does like to a good part of Aya's skills is physical based, although she also has, as you can see, a number of skills that let her afflict status ailments. So if you happen to need that in a strategy, well, that's the earliest source you have in this game for status affliction. Ooh, paralyzed. That's the thing I couldn't remember. I knew they had something that's nasty. I just couldn't remember what. Under the wrong circumstances, though, that gets really annoying to deal with. Thankfully, it's just them, so that's not too bad. What are they gonna do? Delete me out of existence? More on that some other time. Not this dungeon. Not in this dungeon. A later one, sure, but not this one. Ooh, boy. There we go. Thank you. Let me out, let me out, let me out. I don't want to be here. Let me out! There's so many things here. Why are there so many things in the Forest of Magic? Well, granted, a lot of them are mushrooms, but hey. That's more of a me problem, don't you think? I mean, look at Marisa, she's perfectly fine with all this. And Alice, to a degree. Okay. We're getting so many things that I cannot, explain right now, because I'm just moving along. I'm legitimately just pick up the thing and just screw off. Don't even explain it. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Least of all us. I mean, look at Rainbow after all. She's clearly tired and she wants to just go back home, so we have to resolve this incident as fast as possible. Oop. Are they close enough? Yeah, they are. Okay. We'll chill on Marisa's skill. But we will have Sakuya as insurance on this one. I don't remember if I scanned the moths though. So just in case I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. Okay. Piercing. Oh, yeah. Weapon types. So, even for a different Touhou character's personal weapon types, it's not immediately obvious unless you just kind of think about it. But Reimu's Purification Wand, it's a blunt weapon. Marisa's Broom. Oddly enough, Spear, so piercing type. I think Sanae's is slashing. Well, two-handed sword from Sakuya, slashing. And Aya's fan is blunt, I think. So, something to think about, if you're wondering why certain attacks are doing more than others. I might want that on my bars. Hold on. What was that again? That is her other? Yeah, okay. Field. Time stop. What does that do again? Makes it so only you can act for 2 turns. Uses 2 bombs. Ah, yeah. That's okay if you wanted, to force Sakuya to go into, you know, a burst. So, something to think about. Thank you, Shanghai. Please get me out of here. Let me go. Just let me leave. Ah, of course. You know what? It's just hiding in the middle of that damn place. I know this is a side, a off to the side part. So we're just gonna... There's so many enemies here. I know I'm gonna be off camera grinding anyway, so I'm just gonna escape from a couple of these. My characters are clearly not struggling for stats or skills. Korendo. At Korendo, you can fuse materials together and synthesize new items. Yeah, we'll go over that in a bit. Many items created through synthesis have powerful effects, making them incredibly useful. Duh. However, you'll only be able to obtain fusion materials from enemies from drops in specific areas, so bear that in mind. So pick items that seem like they'll be useful when synthesizing. You can't use equipped items as a material when fusing, so take such items off beforehand. Where are we right now? Okay, we're over here. We could probably clean up afterwards, huh? We're just about done with the first half. Very nice. Let's look at that for a minute, shall we? So if we go back, we're back here at the beginning. Very nice. Let's save here. I got here at a pretty good amount of... I got here at a pretty good amount of time. I like to think... Didn't know about that. We got here at a pretty good amount of time, so I'll tell you what, let's try to clean up the other half, or the latter remaining bits of this first half. I'm really not messing with this formation, though. No thank you. Can we just zap you down? We'll double slash that. And in the event this doesn't work out, can I just sleep you? Ooh, he's covering. Screw. Damn it. Well, that took care of him at least. Well, I didn't need to go that much. Never mind, good thing I did. Here I was about to say, I guess I didn't need to go that hard. Yeah, no, not really. Sometimes, when you least, in this game especially, when you least expect that those status ailments are gonna come flying out, it usually will happen when you least expect it. Damn it. Where is that alternate path to that? Priority, huh? Where's that spot? I know it's here somewhere. Of course. It's the path that I overlooked because I figured, oh, this is probably the main path. Yeah. Turns out it was this one. Or was it? Yeah. This is a side path. Oh my sweet baby Jesus, look at all that EXP. Yes, I want it. Yes, I do in fact want this. You think I'm gonna leave the XP behind? Hell no. Okay, look. Depends on the enemy formation. If I think it's too much trouble, then I'll leave it behind. But if I think it's an easy win, I'm gonna take it. If I think it's an easy win. And you know, I'm not too stingy with my resources, so yeah. That one's mine. I'm taking it. And we'll just run out of the way here. I'd like to get back to the save point. Preferably these mushrooms, though. I keep thinking I can run around some of these, but they're placed off-screen in such a way where you don't expect them to block you, and then you get caught. So, yeah. That happens. That happens, bear that in mind. If you're playing this. Ah, I forgot that one down there, didn't I? Hold on, where is that? Hold on. Bye. Yep, it was back over there, hold on. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go back and forth one more time just to get that missing side path. This is what happens when you're too busy enemy dodging. I mean, I could just simply not enemy dodge and just, you know, hit the run. And just not care. But instinctively, I always have the habit to just enemy dodge and just bait them out. There is a low-hanging fruit in that remark. I would normally be the type to take it, but I'm not going to. Oh, hey look, one example of you can't run away. Granted, that won't always be the case. But it looks like this is not going to end well, so tell you what. Let's just knock them all out quickly before things go terrible. Because they might. We'll do that. Do we have... Yeah, you know, we might as well. If only to at least stall out the situation just for a little bit. We'll force this one's turn. This is why I love Aya's hit. This turn manipulation is really nice. Oh, that'll... Yeah, actually missed. Damn it. Oh well, A for effort. Poison, however, is really, really nasty in this game. Then again, in which game is it ever, you know, good? Like, more often than not. In hindsight. Can we just do that? And then Aya just kinda fix the situation. There we go. And she missed again! Oh baby, a double. Okay, that could have gone south really fast if I wasn't being a cheap ass about it. Right, that is the first half of the area, isn't it? Save here. And while we're at it, let's take a quick peek at Korendo, shall we? I'll go over anything more detailed afterwards, but let's just take a quick peek and get this cutscene out of the way. Hey everyone! Welcome, welcome! Don't mind us stopping by, Korin. This is quite the rare ensemble. We're just out on some business. We figured we'd stop by on the way, Renosuke. Perfect timing then. Today's been a slow day, so I've been bored. Don't you mean another slow day? Harsh. Anyway, Korin. You aren't all that strong physically, right? Yokai are collapsing out here left and right. Are you doing okay? Well... I can't say I'm feeling my best, but I'm only half yokai. Thanks to that, I'm not affected at all that much. Oh, okay. Guess we're good to come by then, huh? We're here to try that synthesis thing you told me about before. Oh, synthesis, huh? I've been eager to finally put my skills to use. You guys are actually my first customers when it comes to synthesis. Oh? We're the first, huh? That kind of worries me. Is this really going to work? You've nothing to worry about. Synthesis is no more than the combination and joint crafting of multiple materials. However, you need to prepare both synthesis recipes, as well as the required materials you want, for what you want to make. Synthesis recipes, you say? We've already got some, Korin. Oh-ho! Let me give you an extra one then. An Evil Destroying Rod, Magician's Broom, Rat Snake, Kurama Fan, Claymore, Collector's Edition Manga, AO, and an automatic. And, you know, he gave us, he basically gave us the next tier of weapon for everybody, some armor, and a whole bunch of accessory materials. A lot. A lot. He said, let me give you one more, and then he dumps a whole bunch of shite on us. If you bring me a recipe like this one along with the required materials, I'll make you whatever you like. I still don't get it at all. It's better to learn through experience. Why don't you just give synthesis a try? But we'll save that for another time. So till then, see you later folks. This is Seraph. Have a good day.